Well, I'm probably very similar to a lot of people in Utah in that I was very sheltered. I really didn't have a clue about addiction, pills, drugs, whether they were, prescription or non-prescription. And really was shocked when I discovered that my daughter had been using. She started with marijuana and then explored with OxyContin. And then from there, I assume it was a money problem. She was 16 or 17 and went straight from pills to heroin. Recently, I finally decided to go through some of my daughter's stuff. And I found in one of the boxes from her last treatment center, she had written out her drug history. And went right through how she progressed from really being a normal little kid, and she was a cheerleader and a beautiful girl, so happy. And it spelled it right out up until how she was getting drugs. It was devastating as a parent to read with such honesty just how degrading and just completely debilitating drugs make your life. I have 3 kids, 2 are living, and I have one that passed away. And when they ask me, and it took me a while, when they say, well, how did she die? And I say, she died of a heroin overdose. I wish I would have been strong enough to be honest in her obituary. And I've thought about going back and rewriting it on the anniversary of her death and being very honest and very candid that I was too weak to tell the truth, and I might have helped somebody by now. I couldn't save my own child, but I pray that I'm not going to stay quiet anymore. People ask me about my kids, and at first it was hard, but it gets easier, and it's amazing how many people say to me, I have a brother that's addicted to heroin. My niece is addicted to heroin. It opens the conversation, and it makes it not so weird and not so awkward and not so awful. And so I'm here to try and find a way to become involved and try to save somebody else's child. Just one. And that's good enough for me if I can just make some kind of a difference.